I'm out here alone and I get stuck in a pile somehow, the birds will start feeding on me before anybody finds me. Today in the wood yard, I've got a load of pallets and I've got wood to stack. Here we go. Today I've got a load of frame pallets. These are shipping containers that are taken apart at a local furniture store, and mattresses are shipped in these. They go in between and around them for when they ship them, and they're not real solid wood, it's just pine, but I use them for stacking wood on quite often in the wood yard. What I do is I put 2 of them down like this, and then the wood fits real nice right on them. And they were open today. They had a whole bunch of them, and they normally have an ad they put on Craigslist that says we've got pallets and stuff, free wood, but I haven't seen it in a while. But I still stop in all the time because I know they want it gone because they can't get rid of it. And I think I'm the only guy that takes these, but I stopped in and got a whole bunch of them today. Looks like, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, something like that. But I use 2 at a time, so 22 of them, that's enough for me to stack 11 face cords. So close to 3 full cords I can get stacked. Would it be 3? 4 full cords I can get stacked on these. But then I have to build the corners. I can't use the pallets like I do over here on these, where I'm building the ends, where I do the brace on the ends like you see right here, where I'm putting a pallet on the end and then putting a brace. I can't do that because, whoa, almost lost the camera there. I can't do that because the ends, there's nothing really to put them on, but it works pretty good. I use them quite often. So I'm going to get these unloaded right now, and then we're going to do some stacking hopefully. So today would be a great day to run my saws. Yesterday I was at Tony's house and we did some videos there, and it was 86 degrees was the high temperature for yesterday, and it was sunny and humid, so it was kind of a nasty day to be outside working doing manual labor. But today would be an awesome day. Right now it's 59 degrees and it's only supposed to get to about 63 or 64, something like that today. So it would be a great day to get the saws out, but it's supposed to rain a lot starting around noon, which is only about an hour away. So I'm getting a late start today at some other stuff I had to take care of, but I had to run and get these. But yeah, I'm gonna get these unloaded, and I think I might, real tempted just to go get the chainsaws and do some cutting, because I have that whole pile and that whole pile to cut. Today would be a great day to run the saws where I wouldn't die from heat exhaustion, because that is the thing, is, you know, when it's really hot, running a saw, which is about the hardest work there is in the wood yard manually as far as labor. And it would be nice to have a cool day like today, but the good thing is this whole week is supposed to stay cool, so that's going to be really nice. So I'll have a good week of cool weather to work in. Kind of looking forward to it, because we're not going to get too many more of those. It's going to start getting hotter and hotter and more humid. That's kind of how it goes in the summer. So I got these frames, as you see, and there was one big boy they had sitting there too, I grabbed. Actually, they had a whole bunch of these big ones, but a lot of them were really busted up and made out of a real thin type of wood. But this one that I've got in here is a pretty big one. I got to get out my yard clippings here too. So yeah, this is a big one. I'm going to use this as a frame for making a another chunk cookie pen. And I think I got a couple of these. I'm going to build another frame to make another cookie pen out of these here. And even though there's openings like right in here, I'm going to bust apart a couple of these and just nail some more. Probably have to put like, what, yeah, 4 more horizontal pieces on here, and then I can make a frame out of this for a new cookie pen, and I've got another one just like it over on the other side. So I think I actually have 2 of them, so I might have 3 sides already, and then bottoms I can just put in some of the junky ones, because it's just for cookies. It's not like it's got to be a pretty one. But this is a big, that's like 5 foot by 6 foot at least. It's a big one, but it'll work. So I got that unloaded. Now I'm gonna go get the saws. I think I'm gonna start the saws up, at least one of them. Maybe I can get a tank or 2 cut before I get wet from rain. So I don't know, which pile should I cut on? Should I cut on maple or start on cherry? Maple, cherry, maple, cherry. I don't know, we'll see in a minute. So I decided to start on the elm cutting here. I just looked at the radar and I got maybe an hour, if that. It's coming towards us. I'm gonna cut as much as I can. When I get too wet, then I guess I'll be done. So here we go, it's cutting time on the pile. I just cut about a tank. I almost ran out, and I moved the rounds out of the way, but now I've got a pretty vertical wall here, so I'm going to roll some of these pieces down because the whole thing started to move on me, so I don't want to be, you know, I want to get squished on camera. So I'm going to move a bunch of this stuff down and out of the way here. It's just misting out right now, so not too bad actually. I can work. Nice and cool though, man. This is awesome temperature. It's kind of a wet, cool breeze. Feels good when you're working. Yeah, when you do this kind of stuff, you really got to watch the pile. I can see this one right here is holding everything. So I think if I can get that one out, I don't know, we'll see what happens here if I can get a hook on it. Yeah, that's usually what happens. You just kind of go everywhere. You get them at different angles and they don't roll down like you want them to, because they're not, you know, just perfectly round, even logs. It's kind of a twisted mess is what it is. Yeah, that one's got to come from the other side. So I always work on the sides instead of being out in front of it, which is a safe way to do it. And I always kind of keep watching up above to see what's happening, if anything's shifting, coming to get me or not. Yeah, it looks like these right here are the ones that are holding everything. If I give this one right here, I'll pull, because this is, I'll bring you over here and I'll show you how bad this is. I mean, look at that. That's pretty much straight up and down, and it's just this one couple little pieces here, and so all that's going to come down then. So we'll see what we can do if I can get it to come down without killing anybody here that's working, especially me. I think it might work best if I go to the other side and poke it and lift it up and shove it out and see if it comes down. The farthest one up there. I'm gonna try this big boy up here and see if I can get it to come down off of there. That's the one I was worried about the most. I got that one down. And this one. And this one. That looks like this one. And then that one. Now we're getting somewhere. It's getting a lot less dangerous now. That actually looks pretty good. Or two. Give it a shove. Uh-oh. Ooh, I almost got the camera. It's close. I almost hit the tripod there. That's way better. A couple more up here yet. I gotta go back to the other side of your side over there and loosen some of those. Like this one right here. There, they're all pretty locked in now. I get back to cutting. Well, I'm not out of gas. I'm not out of gas. Chainsaw's not out of gas. But I had to quit. I got up to the top there and logs started rolling down, and this log right here rolled down and knocked the camera over. I thought it broke it. Well, it did. It broke part of the bracket and back, but it's still working fine. So I decided to take a break and get some of these rounds out of the way. But it's just kind of misting out heavy, so I'm just going to keep cutting because temperature-wise, I'm kind of chilly because I'm kind of getting a little bit wet from sweat and from the mist. And I'm going to just keep going as long as I can, as long as stuff doesn't get wet and slippery on me. So I think I'd be able to get another, I might be able to get another tank in. The saw cut fantastic. The first tank, well, it didn't even run out. I was just a little bit left and I shut it off to move around. Same thing with this one. You can get about a full tank, I find, of cutting in a pile like this, and you got to move the rounds because you just start, you know, it gets dangerous. So I'm going to move them right now. Well, I cut 2 tanks so far, and I got the rounds out of the way. Now I'm down to where I got the runners here on the ground, and they're sunk down because the ground was soft when it was unloaded, and I can't really free them just by pushing on them with my hands. So this is the main reason I got this tool, the wood chuck. So as you can see, they're sunk down into the ground, and this is why I like it so much. I can just go like this and it's out, and you can see it's really a big dip where it was there. So now I'm going to start the saw up, cut this one up, and then I'll do the other one. So you get to watch me do some work again. You're good at that. Did you guys know that you're good at that? You're like professionals. So we're going to start the saw up, and then I can get this cleared out, and then I can really easily work here because I was kind of up against a wall here with trying to get this stuff out of the way here. So I did start my saw and warm it up already. So I'm not just gonna start it and run it wide open. that is cut up. And as you can see, the woodchuck just lifts it out of the hole. You can see how deep it was inside of the, down inside here. I mean, it's sunken down a good 3-4 inches. When you get all that weight on it with the wood, it really sinks down quite a bit. And so now I'm gonna move these rounds out of here, get them out of the way, and now I'm gonna keep going that way. Luckily, the rain has held off. It's been more to the south of us, and it seems like, I just looked at the radar again a minute ago, and it looks like we're gonna not have rain probably for another couple hours. So I'm gonna keep cutting because it is beautiful out here. It's about 60 degrees right now, just awesome. So here we go, more cutting. Okay, so I got all the rounds. Well, not all of them, there's still a couple in there, but I don't want to go in there. As you can see, this is a pretty vertical wall right here, and those pieces are just barely hanging on by a couple sticks I can see that are holding them in place. So I'm gonna roll these down and see if I can do this without hurting myself or the camera. Yeah, all I did was just touch that one and it was gone. So that's one. Here's another one. I think that's gonna make a whole bunch go. There we go. Still alive. Gotta like that. It's really all you can ask for, is it to be alive. And I'm never more alive than when I can actually be productive and do work. A lot of you know, I've said this lots of times, I can't stand sitting around. To me, this is more fun than fishing. And it's more fun than laying on a beach, and more fun than most things. Because about firewood, that a lot of people don't know until you've done a lot of it, or until you get to where you can do a lot of it. There's not much of a better feeling than to start with a tree or a pile of logs, hack into it, and see how much you get done in a day. It's just awesome. And my appetite is tremendous. I eat as much as I want, whenever I want, and I sleep better than most babies. And when I wake up, I'm ready to go again. Just like this a lot. I just can't tell you how much I like being productive. Uh-oh, here comes a big one. Okay, not so big. I thought that whole pile was gonna come. Now this one up here will come. Hopefully the camera's out of the way, because this biggest one up here is kind of... Now we're getting down to size. Now I'm down to about 6 foot high in the pile, because this was originally about a 10-foot pile. John stacked it really high here because I had a small area to put it in, and he didn't want to. I made him do it. I said, put it right there, I'll be okay. Because he has told me stories of people that have it stacked too high and how they've had it collapse on them when they didn't want it to. And that one's being a bugger. Yeah, one time he told me he had a sawmill delivery he did, and it was a Amish sawmill, not that that matters, but he said that he could have run out the pile a good, 50, 60 feet farther than what it was, but they wanted it as close to the building as possible because they do so much by hand and with horses. And so he stacked it up. He said it had to be 20 feet high, and then kind of a 45-degree angle running down, right up almost against their sawmill. and they ordered 2 loads. He said he unloaded that load, and he told them, he says, guys, be careful. And they just said, make it higher, keep it closer. And he went and got another load and came back. When he came back, the whole pile had collapsed, and their shelter they were in, where the sawmill was taken out. Logs rolled down, took out the main support beams, and the whole roof collapsed down on them. And he told them, he said to them, I told you that was too high and too close. And they said, oh, it's our own fault, no big deal, we'll fix it. Because they're just hard-working people, and they didn't think much of it. They just figured, we'll fix it. So, but he was worried someone would get hurt, which is kind of what I got to watch out for, because I'm out here alone 99% of the time. And if I'm out here alone and I get stuck in a pile somehow, the birds will start feeding on me before anybody finds me. So anyway, we're going to roll a couple more of these down here, see if I can come from this side and get this one to come down here. Oh yeah. No problemo. And this one. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Okay, back to cutting. So I just emptied another tank of gas. So that means I've already cut 4 tanks. And all I got left is this right here. Whew, I think I can finish today. Yeah, I came over here because some pieces rolled down this way and cut. And when I was cutting, they rolled down. So the pile is shrinking quickly. Now I'm going to get all these rounds picked up, thrown off, and then go to town again. I think I'm going to finish if the rain holds off. It looks like it's going to hold off for maybe another hour. I might be able to get it done. But I got a guy coming to pick up some wood, and just like he's supposed to be here in like 15 minutes. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to get going on clearing this out and cutting some more. Once again, I am a failure. I thought I could get it all done, but I just ran out of time. I got a lot done though. I mean, if you look at the pile here, it's a lot of wood, but this is what's left right here. I think I got about 1 more tank's worth and it should be good. I should be done. It's about all, yeah, about 1 tank. That's what it looks like, but I only have, there's only about another 45 minutes of daylight and I have something I have to go do right now. So that is all I'm gonna get done, which is a lot. My back's tired, my arms are tired. I think I had enough for one day. Way more than I thought I was gonna get done. I was thinking a tank or 2 and it was gonna be raining, but I cut 6 tanks, I think, 6 full tanks. So that's pretty darn good. That's a bunch of wood. Yeah, so next, that one. That's all cherry. But first I gotta finish this. Then I'm gonna get this split. I'm gonna get this stacked. And then I also have down here, I'll show you what I got left of the oak. This is the stuff that Brady and I stacked right through here the other day. And I still have this back here to finish yet. So there's a lot of work yet to do. There always is. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching. Please hit the buttons. You know what to do. You're a professional. Hit the like, the subscribe, the share, make a comment. Tell me something good, tell me something bad. It's all good. I'll see you tomorrow. Between now and tomorrow, get outside, get cutting. Good night, Irene.